alo fangia le tua fa to fa mai le langi lo finangalo fa taleni fa tama ainga le nganga lo ru sa se lua awale tawatina ino la ngalo nga yala ile up fol ayale tata ingole kalesia fa tai tele tu sai mo tato por kalami o le ava noa nei mo le sau noa ngau tu la fonga ina le fionga le fala folo le palemene le fionga le fong talai o te vala auri ai ma le falo alo la o fionga mo lau sau noa.
Distinguished guests, it is now our honor to invite the Speaker of the Legislative Assembly of Samoa, the Honourable Awa Pa'ao Mulipola, Aloitafoa Mulipola, to deliver the keynote address. Lau fionga le fonga fetalai.
Sungar toina fatonu, Reverend Alta Palemia Tauili. O le taitaifono le ekalesia whapotonga Kirisiano i Samoa. Lawa fionga le ko Vanasilio Australia, le fionga ya Miss Sam Moisten. Lawa fionga i le au mamalu o le malo Tuto'Atasi o Samoa. Lawa fionga tui maleli fano vale toa swala uvile lua, male masiofu. Tai wa tunu tua oi wa avea ma tātou paanga. Lawa fionga i le li palemia o Samoa, suyus fono o le palemene, ma lo faalo alongia, alii matamaita. E ia te au le avatele, ma le nei ma walunga. I lo utulanga o le fonga fetalai o le fono au faitula fono a Samoa. E faa feiloa i aloa ia tuai lo utou mamalu i le nei sauninga faa pitoa. O te whātalo whaalo i atu fōi i lau a fionga i le ko Vanasili o Australia. Malau au malanga mamalu e tusai mala o utou ulua i asia singa mai i Samoa nei. O lo outou a fio mai le so, ua tangi ai le whainga wou, ua Tausaga i le vao Samoa ma Ausitalia. Ua whawaina i le vā le lei, fi whaalo aloa. O la tātou tala whasolopito ngā luenga whai whatasi, o le whetausi ai, ma so o tanga vā vālalata o tātou tangata. Ma fai ngā malo ua silia i le 5.5 Tausaga. O le so, ua tātou patipiti ai ni la sanga maoa e tonu. O le whama ina o le poloketi o le toe atina ina o le nofoanga atoa o le palemene. O le sauninga o le tala ina o le ofisa fou o le fono au faitula fono. Ma le tatala ina o le maota malo lo fou o suius fono, le maota o lua ftasanga. O le nei sauninga ua tūlanga ese lona tāua. Tāluai ua whātaunuina i le taimi, o le whāmanatuina o le onos furma le whātausanga, o le Tuto'Atasi o Samoa, i lona malae tāua, ma taua i tia whau nei, o le malae pa ia ma mamalu, a wā o le nofoanga na urua i sisi na e ai le fua o le saurotonga i le tasi le afe iwa se lau onus furu ma le lua. Ua tala wheunga ai lo tātou whātasi tia whaunei. E le ngata o tātou whātasi ai ma tātou malo whaalo alongia, ai o le mamalu o Samoa ua tala mai a ao. E mori mau le nei taunu unga tāua ua ausia e lo tātou malo. O le sauninga i le so, e whaamanatu ai se aso tāua e lo tātou tala whaasolpito. I le tausanga e lua afes furu ma le lua, na fio mai ai le kovana sili o Australia i le nā taimi. Lana fionga mamalu ia Dame Quentin Price. Sa avea maulua i malo whaalo alongia tau aloa mai se isi atunu. Ua sau noa i te tonu o le pale mene o Samoa talu mai le tolus furu tausanga. I le nā whainga malanga sa whailoa i Australia lona lango lango i le toe atina ina o no fuanga o le pale mene a Samoa. O le lato mea alofa, a wale whaamnatuina o le 5 tausanga o le tātou tuto'atasi. O le aso, ua tātou mori mawina ai le whaataunuina o le nātou whaamamao. Whape ai ma le tātou whainga pāanga masani. O le whaanga solonga mai e o mai le aso, sa whetai ai malui tau. Peitai o le pulu nau nau, ngā lulue whaatasi ma le tūtū mau i le whaamoemoe, ua tātou tau nuu mai ai i le nei la asanga maoae. I nei vai aso ua tuana i atu, e toa tele i la tau sa ngā lulue ma le whaalongo longo tinga. I le au ma le pō, e tā pena le malae manofoanga mo le sauninga i le so. E whai ailo leo ma fongaanga o le pale mene o Samoa. O le whai ngā malo ma tangata anu o Samoa, o te wha leo ina i lea ngā whaafitai tele, ia i lātou uma sa tofu sao i nei ati nai. O le wha maina o le nei polo keti, ua o fi ai le whausiaina o le malu, ma stepu fou i fafo, o le whai toa i luma o le maota fono. O le malu lea i fafo o le urufale ai le maota o le pale mene, o ala ta avale tau le whai toa, whaatasi ai maala e whai ngofi ai o na tau nui le maota, le mamalu o tangata e iai o lātou manaonga whaapitoa. O nei ngā luenga ua mawaini no fuanga e whai ngofi e, ma saonga le mu mo tātou tangata uma e asi mai. Ma mori mawina tau alumanga o ngā luenga le pale mene. O le poloketi o le malu i luma o le maota, sa tu sia le ata ma mata i tū mai le amatanga, e le kampania Grammar Asia Pacific Limited. Ai muli ane ua whaatautaia le mata i tūina o le ngā luenga, e le mata ngā luenga o ngā luenga, he la ua inga ma ngā luenga te tere. Ma o le whaatinonga ngā luenga sa whaia le company ale All Electrical Company Limited, i se tau e tusa male 5 miliona tala Samoa. O le aso whailonga inai le sauninga o le talaina o le ofisa fau o le fono au whaitula fono. E au fi ai le wha mai ina o le whonga whale mua, o lo iai le potu fono tele, potu fono a committee ma ofisa o le whafonga fitalai. Whailau tusi ma le au whai ngā luenga a le pale mene. E ui lava o le ofuafua le wha mai ina atoa, ma whape na ona tu ina atu le ngā luenga i lona mai ai i se taimi o iluma o le nei tausanga. Ai peita i ua mātou fia lava e te tala ina i le aso, ma avea ai o se vaenga o le whaamna tuina o le tuto'atasi e le atunuu atoa. O le nei poloketi o mawhai o na whaataunuina e tawala mai i le lango, ua sili o na maualunga le malo au se talia. Mai o mai le so, ua whaaluina le tusa ma le toru se fulu tesi ma le 2 miliona au se talia, ma e tutusa lea ma le 5 se fulu ma le valu tesi ma le 2 miliona tala Samoa. O le ata tusia ma le mata i tuina o le ngā luenga, sa whaatino e le company ale Alexander and Lloyd Australia Limited. Ai o le ngā luenga o le whausiaina, ua whaatau nuu e le company Reeves International. Ua mātou mita fo i lava te tala lo ia le maota maro lo fau. Ua whaingoina o le maota lua whatasanga. O le nei polo keti o se fuafuanga le whainga malo o lo tū le foe. Ina ia tu ina atu se awa noa tala e lai whaale anga nuu. E tala whenga iai a wale lango atu i ngā luenga. E whenga iai ma le pāle mene pe ataua fia. Whape ai masau ninga le atu nuu. Ua whaingo ina le nei maota. E mana tu ai ma whaalo alongia i pēle fionga ia lua sanga kalapu. E tu sa ai malana tautua i longa sa ave ai ma fofonga fetalai mua o le pāle mene o Samoa. E tu sa ai ma le lava tūlanga e whaamawina le loto whaanga e tia i le ainga o le fionga ia lua sanga. Ua ta oto mai malai e tu sa malalato sao mātango fie i le whaatotonga ina o le maota lea. O la autou lango ua tarisa paia whaafatu ele ma o le atu maupea lea a vea ma vaenga o le ngafa o le nei fale a watu pulanga whai mai. O le maota o lua whtasanga sa whausiaina ele company a le All Electrical Constructions Limited. Ma sa whatu peina ele malo sa moa i le tau lua tesi ma le valu miliona tala sa moa. O le nei polo keti atangi ai le au le lei o mamanu. Ma fausanga o fa atufunganga Samoa. Ma ua whapena na lango atu iai le pitola au taua le pale mene. Ua mātou fia fo i e whaamawina o le maota malolo. Ua fuafua e whaamaeina atoa i le vai aso lona lua iuni i le tausanga ni lava. I le whaamae ai o nei ati nae. O le vai ngā luaru ma mao sa iai mo le toe ati na ino no fuanga atoa o le pale mene o Samoa. Lea ua tini tau nuu e ala lea i le toe fausia ina. O le malu i luma o le maota fono. Le ofisa fau o le fono au fai tula fono. Ma le maota o lua whatasanga. O tūlanga sili ona tā ua. O nei ati nae ua le na oni fale. A wa o loo atangia mai ai lo tātou pulu nau whatasi. Ina ia whaamalo sia le whaatemo kalasi. O pūlenga ma le maua o awanoa e le mamalu lautele. E mori mawina ai taurumanga whaapale mene. A wa tangata uma o Samoa. O le avea foi ma whailonga tu mau o le whainga paanga. Ma le whainga uo ua mausali a Samoa. Ma au se talia. I le tātou pati ai o le nei la sanga mawae, a o whamana tuina le onos fun ma le whātau sanga o le tātou tuto'atasi. Tātou te whaaftai ai le atua, e tu sa ai ma lana tainga. Ma whamanuianga i lunga o Samoa. Ma i lātou uma sa tofu sao mai, i le poloketi o le atina ina o nofuanga o le pale mene a Samoa. O te whaaftai atu i lo o tautala ao mai, a tātou whaatasi le nei aso. Whaaftai tele. Reverend Alta Palemia Tawilili, Chairman of the Congregational Christian Church of Samoa. Your Excellency, the Governor-General of Australia, Honorable Miss Sam Moistin, His Highness, the Head of State of Independent State of Samoa, Laua Fionga Tuimaleli Fano Vale Toa Swala Vilelua, and Masiofa. Heads of our neighboring and partner countries, the Honorable Prime Minister of Samoa, members of the Parliament, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor and privilege as Speaker of the Samoan Legislative Assembly to warmly welcome you to these very special occasions. I extend a sincere welcome to Your Excellency, the Governor-General of Australia, and your distinguished delegations on your first trip to Samoa. Your presence today reflects the strong and enduring friendship between Samoa and Australia, built over more than 55 years of diplomatic relations, shared histories, mutual respect, and close ties between our peoples and governments. Today, we celebrate 3 significant milestones: the completions of the Samoa Parliamentary Complex redevelopment projects, the ceremonial opening of the new Office of Legislative Assembly, and the opening of the new Members' Lounge, the Maota o Tausaga. This occasion is especially meaningful as it takes place during Samoa's 64th independence celebration here on the historic Malaio Tefau, the sacred grounds where Samoa first raised its independence flag in 1962. It is therefore fitting that we gather here today not only with distinguished guests, but also with the people of Samoa who have come to witness this important achievement for our nations. Today's ceremony also reminds us of an important moment in our parliamentary history. In 2012, then Governor General of Australia, Her Excellency Dame Quentin Price, became the first foreign dignitary in 30 years to address the Parliament of Samoa. During that historic visit, Australia announced its support towards the redevelopment of Samoa's parliamentary complex as a gift for Samoa's 50th independence anniversary. Today, we witness the fulfillment of that vision and partnership. The journey to this day has not been without challenges, but through commitments and cooperations, we have reached this important milestone. Over the past weeks, many people worked tirelessly, day and night, to prepare these grounds and facilities for today's ceremony. On behalf of the Parliament of Samoa, the government and people of Samoa, I express sincere appreciation to everyone who contributed to these projects. The completions of these projects includes the newly constructed ceremonial podium and steps, the board's entrance to Parliament House, new driveway, and improved access for persons with disabilities. These works provide safer and more accessible facilities for all who visit and participate in the parliamentary process. The podium project was designed and supervised initially by Grammar Asia Pacific Limited, and later overseen by the Ministry of Works, Transport and Infrastructure, with constructions undertaken by All Electrical Company Limited at the total cost of approximately 5 million Samoan dollar. Today also marks the ceremonial opening of a new Legislative Assembly office, including completions of Level 1, House the Conference Room, committee rooms, and offices for the speakers, clerks, and parliamentary staff. While building is expected to be fully completed and handed over later this year, but we are pleased to open it today as part of these national celebrations. This project has been made possible through the generous support of the Government of Australia, with an investment to date of 30.2 million Australian dollars, equivalent to approximately 58.26 million Samoan dollar. Alexander and Lloyd Australia Limited provided the design and supervision, while Reeves International carried out the construction works. We also proudly opened a new members' lounge, now officially renamed the Maota Tausaga. This project was an initiative of the current government to provide an appropriate traditional space to support the work of Parliament during sittings and national events. The Maota has been named in honor of the late Honorable Tausaga Kalapu, in recognition of his distinguished services as the first Speaker of the Samoan Parliament. In this regard, we also acknowledge with gratitude the family of the late Honorable Luaf Tausaga for their generous contribution towards furnishing the Maota. Your support is deeply appreciated and will remain part of the legacy of this building for generations to come. The Maota Luaf Tausaga was constructed by All Electrical Constructions Limited and funded by the government of Samoa at a cost of 2.8 million Samoan dollar. The project reflects the beauty of Samoa architecture and craftsmanship, while supporting the important work of Parliament. We are also pleased to know that the members' lounge is expected to be fully completed by the second week of June this year. While the completions of these developments, the visions for the redevelopment of Samoa's parliamentary complex has now been fully realized through the reconstructions of the Maota Phono Podium, the new Legislative Assembly Office, and the Maota Luaf Tausaga. Most importantly, these redevelopments are not simply about buildings. These represent our shared commitments to strengthening democracy, governance, and public access to parliamentary processes for the people of Samoa. They also stand as a lasting symbol of strong partnership and friendship between Samoa and Australia. As we celebrate this milestone during our 64th independence anniversary, we give thanks to God for his kindness and blessings upon Samoa and upon all those who contributed to the Samoa Parliamentary Complex redevelopment projects. Thank you once again for joining us today. Whaftai tele, soifua mai Emanuia.
Malo whaftai. Lau whionga le whontalai mo le saunoanga o tūli nei aso. Io la mātou talo, anga le leileli. E le whaingo fia le wala wina. Ia wale tau singo le maota mo le lufi lufina. Ta mau aingo le atunu e ale fina ngalo usunga whono e fia le atunu. Ia iai le anga le leio le atua. I lau whionga. Iai le wha malo longa malana wha unga. Tapa au iai lo fina ngalo. A wale tau veina. O le no fō, le pāle mene o le atunu. Mahalo whawhitai. Tu sairo tātou por kalami. O le avanoa nei mo le saunoanga a le whionga le Kovansili o Australia. Peitai. E tu sai o tū maanga masani a Australia. E eise whātinonga whāleanga nu o le amumo mai. O le a whātomua iai le wholsanga o le saunoanga lana whionga. O lea ua saunia, e talenga ia taitounga, e whaeloa i foi, lea vaenga o leanga nuu, whaalolongi ai, e whailo inga, male malo Samoa le so. Wala au whaalo tuai, i o lotu teimil nei male ngang whaaloa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now enjoy a special cultural performance presented by our friends from Australia. Immediately following the performance, it will be our great honor to invite Her Excellency, the Governor-General of Australia, to deliver the official remarks. Please enjoy the performance.
Mua whawhakaile a ko le kapa au le langi o whakasi whakou. O le keimi ngei, o le soo o le whau le whau. Unity and strength. First, to thank our great Creator, our Heavenly Father. Lau ingoa o kai kuunga, o lo makua sau mai sapunga o whale lili. O lo koulua i sau mai kunguri malwaugo yugarba i Australia. Umanga kua le upulea, e le mu maka kungoa pe lo umakua, pe kai, e mula u faku, o wa u mika mika wa u Samoa. I didn't grow up in the lands of my parents, as we are living in Australia, but I'm proud to be Samoan. And today signifies a great showcase of my children who are proud Aboriginal, Australian, and proud Samoan. And today we will share some of the old Gungari lines, which we had a chat with Your Majesty this morning, about our Nana Ruth Hegarty, who is 96 years old, one of the old elders, Aboriginal elders back home in Yagara Turrbal country in Brisbane. And the song lines you will hear were passed on to me as a father to make sure that the angongu'u of the Aboriginal culture keeps going strong. So today, e whainga kāwa, kulau fo'i, Majesty Governor General of Scalia, Aul Mau, Malo, Samoa, e whainga kā fo'i lo Palamia, Samoa. Distinguished guests, leaders, and the beauty of that word, unity and strength. That today you will hear the song lines of the Gungari Nation, as my children will be dancing for their mother's people of Australia on their father's country of Samoa. First you're going to hear the Yiraki. We're going to do the different animals, ole dingo, ole mele o Australia. Going to hear the kookaburra. The barada, the red kangaroo. The baby joey. Malangata, the snake. Sao mai la o pepe aloa inga aleka e whaile pese jere jindi o le willy wagtail. Jere jindi gondana nen mayano le katala. Jere jindi gondana nen mayano le katala. Jere jindi gondana nen mayano le katala. Dede godala nan vayano le gadala. Dede godala nan vayano le gadala. Dede godala nan vayano le gadala. The barada, the red kangaroo. Yeah. E saule koa. E su e mai me ai. All right. Two warriors looking. Kaua. Patsi o aleka. What am I?
Good afternoon, everybody. Reverend Elder Palami Taloeli, Your Highness, the Head of State of the Independent State of Samoa, and your good lady, members of the Council of Deputies, the Honourable Prime Minister of Samoa and your wife, the Honourable Prime Minister of Tonga and his wife, representatives from New Zealand, Fiji, American Samoa, and Tokelau Samoan, cabinet ministers and members of parliament, members of the diplomatic corps, very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Talofa Lafa. Prime Minister, it is an honour to join you and distinguished representatives of your government to celebrate Samoa's 64 years of independence. I would like to say our heartfelt Faha Fete Tele Lava, I'm not doing my Samoan very well today, for the warmth and hospitality that you and the entire Samoan community have shown Simeon, my husband, and me on our first official visit to Samoa, and for inviting us to join you in this very important occasion. I want to thank you further, Honourable Prime Minister, and Samoa's peoples and communities for the gratitude and respect you have shown the people of Australia as a guest of honour, by hosting our High Commissioner, His Excellency Will Robinson, as a guest of honour at Saturday's Tahalolo event. We are deeply humbled by your respect and your recognition of the support provided to Samoa by the Australian people. Now, this morning's commemoration program, I have to say, was simply magnificent. The joy and enthusiasm and pride of so many people, but particularly the young people, the students, celebrating their schools, their teachers, their learning, their communities. They were of all ages, across all stages. Their excitement and their pride in Samoa was deeply uplifting. I've also been very touched, along with Simeon, by the church services that we've had the honour to attend yesterday. Listening to those beautifully sung hymns, sung just so faithfully by the Samoan family and friends, and also by the message and the prayer delivered earlier this morning, as it has been today, by the Reverend. I also want to thank Tausaga, who just presented one of the most exceptional family ceremonial presentations that showcases the intersection of Samoan and Australian First Nations cultures. What we just saw, we don't see so often. In addition to those that you saw performing, I want to thank Shani Hegarty. It's Shani's land we were hearing about from Queensland. It's Shani's great-grandmother, whose words we were hearing. And together with Aleka and Eso, who did the dancing and the playing of the yidaki, or the didgeridoo, we were seeing a truly special moment of celebration between our two peoples. And it was done so, so beautifully. In fact, I was delighted you were able to hear, Your Highness, the didgeridoo, or the yidaki, being played, because we gifted you a similar yidaki carved by an elder yesterday as part of our thanks for your hosting of us in your beautiful nation. And just days ago in Sydney, I was delighted to see Samoan culture celebrated in one of our very spectacular events. It's called the Vivid Festival, a festival of light in Sydney, and the Samoan Australian artist, Angela Tiatia, is the headline artist with a monumental three-dimensional projection of viola illuminating the entire facade of our modern museum at Circular Quay every night. Australians and our international guests are seeing Samoan culture illuminated on buildings that are important to us right now. I think it's these experiences that show the strength, the depth, and the endurance of our bilateral relationship, our close and growing closer people-to-people links, and the positive and inspiring impact our people are having together with the communities of Samoa and Australia. Learning about Faha Samoa, the Samoan way, has been inspiring for us. It's reminded me that while there are, of course, many differences between us, our cultures, our communities, our societies, and our institutions are built on shared values and foundations that I see across Samoa and Australia. This includes, of course, the role of community groups, churches, civil society groups and volunteers in supporting education, healthcare, vulnerable populations and the elderly. We also share the importance of family and community, inclusiveness, and our shared love and passion for sports and music. Today, I am so proud to be representing Australia for part of the opening ceremony for this precinct and for these three buildings that embody the partnership between our two nations. These buildings, as we have heard, house institutions that uphold the democratic values that both our countries cherish for the benefit of every citizen, community and nuu. First, through our support of the Mautofono, and now through the Legislative Assembly Office, these buildings are our shared commitment to strengthening democracy, institutions and governance. Our parliaments are connected through democratic values and actually through the buildings themselves. Harold Guida, the lead architect responsible for the design of the Mautofono, also helped design Australia's new Parliament House in the 1980s. Australian Parliament House in Canberra is an iconic building for all Australians, and I'm sure the Mautofono will hold a similar place in Samoans' lives. I'm so proud that the Mautofono and the Legislative Assembly Office reflect and support the institutions, parliamentary processes and people of Samoa for the long term. The building incorporates a traditional Samoan design of a whale. The new Legislative Assembly Office is modern, functional, cost-effective, climate resilient and fit for purpose, and both the buildings are inclusive and allow for all Samoans to engage in Samoa's democratic processes. Local workers and subcontractors were engaged to build them so that the people of Samoa could benefit from the economic opportunities and jobs. Honourable Prime Minister, it is a gift to us as representatives of Australia to take part in today's ribbon cutting and tree planting processions that will mark the ceremonial opening of Samoa's parliamentary precinct and the strength of our bilateral relationship. Even the tree we are planting, the whetau, native to both Samoa and Australia, is symbolic of our relationship. And if I may, Honourable Prime Minister, I would like to now hand you, and it will give me great honour to present you, a hand-carved message stick created by First Nations men, Aboriginal men in Australia, Milmulian, Anambra, Wayland and Yuan songman and artist. It also links you to the performance we have just seen that combines Samoa and First Nations in Australia. As you know, Australia's Indigenous cultures have a history dating back over 60,000 years, and traditionally the message stick that we have presented you were used by Aboriginal peoples to convey messages, invitations and agreements across communities. We believe they are enduring symbols of communication grounded in trust, respect and understanding. Milmulian's work is guided by his principle with his people, and it is called One Family or One Mob. And so the message stick is gifted to you as a symbol of Australia's deep partnership with Samoa, one that's grounded in trust, respect and understanding. On behalf of all Australians from one ancient land to another, I wanted to convey this gift on the occasion of the celebration of Samoa's independence, 64 years of successful independence. I hope our visit and our gifts and our presence serve as a symbol of the friendship, the faith and the affinity with which we are united, and as a reminder of the connection between our two countries as one family. And I hope it serves as a message of Australia's trust, respect and understanding for the independent state of Samoa. I also want to offer you, Prime Minister, this letter. It's one that I've sent you separately, but we wanted to present it to you framed. It marks the 64th anniversary of your nation's independence, and in the letter, on behalf of all Australians, I extend my warmest wishes to you, the government, and the people of the independent state of Samoa on this extraordinary occasion, and say congratulations on the extraordinary success of 64 years of independence. And with that, it is just for me, on behalf of Simeon, me, the Australian delegation, the High Commissioner and his team here, and all Australians, to say congratulations on this momentous occasion. It is serendipitous that we're celebrating two things: the opening of this precinct on the day in which you celebrate the 64th anniversary of your independence. Thank you for inviting us to join you in these celebrations. I'm going to try and do this. Soifua ma ea manuia.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your gracious remarks. And thank you, Tausaga and your beautiful children for the wonderful performance.
Ila tele wala ule mal falolo la ufiong el palemi o Samoa la ufiong honorable la ule el malito por la chevo fosi mo la usaunanga na soile male otina le lipine o le talaino tatonga luenga e na fuel ni tayao malangang falolo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite the Honourable Prime Minister of Samoa, Honourable Laulian Malitoa Polatai Waifosi, to deliver his remarks and officiate the ribbon cutting ceremony. Laufionga leli parmia fifili o Samoa.
O te manato la uleto e asaina leo ngā sami wa umanasa. Wa leo maea o na pai urfanua upo le tātou tai au male aso e maluai tia whau. O le malai o le whautu ngā tangi a Samoa. Pāwhtai tere la uafionga el Kovanasili o le malo Australia. Thank you very much for the present of the magic stick. I ask for the thorn for me to blow in my village when it comes to our night watchman. O le aso le nei o lea ua maea o na sau noa le fionga le fonga whetalai. O aunga na o aute o le taiao ma le aso le nei. O la ule to e talatalaina fo i e wā ua tu matamanga Le whawhawhenga iai o le pāle mene ma le malo. E leo te taua Australia o sa tātou wō whaipaanga. O tau Australia o le tātou ainga. Ma e le to e whaamatalaina le tūlanga o le sao taua. O leo o tātou mori mau le tae au ma le aso le nei. Vi ia le atua i le alofa ma le anga le lei. I le whaamautu wina o le pāle mene o Samoa. Whawhetai le atua i le alofa ma le anga le lei o nei atunu. O tātou wāwai ai le whaamautu wina o se tasi o poutu toa o le tātou malo o le pāle mene o Samoa. Le ala lea o tātou whaalongolongo ma le whawhetai le atua i nei tupe tele o whawai mai le malo Australia. Mosi o tātou atunu. O le tatalo, ia whaamanuia tele le atua i lau a fionga le kovana sili o Australia ma le malo Australia. E ala i lau tō whai. A mais tātou patele, tātou pāle mene, lau a fionga le whonga fitalai, lau a fionga le au mamalu le malo ma lau masiofo, lau a fionga le teitai o le sauninga. Tātou whawhetai o le neifo ai tāua mo tātou. The Honourable Speaker has already graciously and convey significance of this morning official ceremony, and therefore I do not wish to prolong proceedings further. Today is a proud moment for Samoa. This facility is not only an investment in infrastructure, but investment in the future of Parliament, our democracy, and our nation. I am so blessed to be the Speaker of the House in 2012. The beginning of this project, and my heart cries today. I've seen the completion. So I convey my sincere appreciation, Governor General of Australia and the Government of Australia, for this marvelous infrastructure for Samoa Parliament. As we celebrate this achievement during the 64th independent anniversary, may this development continue to serve the people of Samoa from many generations to come. May God continue to bless Samoa, Australia, on our enduring partnership. At this time, I respectfully invite Your Excellency, the Governor-General of Australia, to join with me to the official cutting of the ribbon as a symbol of our strong partnership, friendship, and shared commitment to the future of Samoa. May this new chapter continue to strengthening the work between the Parliament in serving the people of Samoa of dignity, integrity, and unity. It is now our honor to officially declare all these development open. Soifua ma Emmanuel.
Together?
Yeah, do it together.
I think the cameras would like us to to do this. Here we go. Can we look at everybody there? Here we go. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Whoop.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
La whaia le leo, sui le palemene ma le whainga malo, le tu tino le whamsinonga ma tangata anu o Samoa, e wala au whalo le toi lau fionga malu le au le malo, se e au wai atu mo le toina o le la au, o whinangalo iai le kovansili o Australia, e whai mo whamnitunga, o le whainga paanga Samoa, i le mai ai o ninga luenga tele, mo le nganga whalo alo, lau fionga malu le au le malo.
Next on our program is the tour of the new Legislative Assembly office. The CEO of Reeves Company and His Highness, His Excellency, Mr. Will Robinson, High Commissioner of Australia to Samoa, will kindly lead the way. Thank you.
Yava malfalo taimili nei o le mai moanga le mota, o na alfonga fale mua wa maea, ia o le mai moanga o le ataitaia le fionga le ai komisina Australia, ia malo fisili o pulenga le company o lo fausi le mota, ia tātou te anga i le tūlea malanga o whalolo.
Sam's Independent Specials. Remember to take advantage of our independent specials only at SAD, simply the best. Enjoy Sam's Independent Specials. Remember to take advantage of our independent specials only at SAD.